Thank you guys for calling in tonight. It's good to see some new faces on here. I feel like I haven't talked to you guys in a while, so hi, and it's exciting to see you all. Aw, little ones. But yeah, I just wanted to get on tonight I feel like a lot of the team, I think we're doing really well and the team is still crushing it this month. I definitely want to give a huge shout out to Ambition Army because I feel like you guys are killing it and I love watching you guys grow and succeed. And I have some new coaches as well that are kicking ass. Michelle Grant is on the call and she's been doing so well. She just hit Success Club for her first time. It's so exciting. So yeah, I think there's some great things happening in the team, but I also have been experiencing talking with some coaches and, getting to the point where they're really just doubting themselves. And I'm seeing a inconsistency with, their posting and, them talking to people and having a lack of focus and where they really, want their business to grow and how they want it to grow. And, probably the most concerning thing is a loss of passion and not remembering why they kind of got into coaching and, trying to figure out, well, can I make this work? And, do I love this business enough in order to make it work? And overwhelming as well. So that's one thing that we'll definitely focus on a lot because it's so natural to get overwhelmed in this business. And I know it doesn't make it easier to know that you're not the only one, but honestly, like you will never probably, a coach would be lying if they said they went through this business and they didn't get to a point at some point they were overwhelmed. I'll be honest, like I'm pretty overwhelmed right now. Like I, was looking at things today on like everything that I have on my plate and what I want to be doing. And I feel overwhelmed. So for me, I felt like this was a perfect opportunity, not only for you guys, but to remind myself again, what I need to focus on and, how I can help you guys and what I can kind of bring to the table in order to kind of get us through these tough times whenever it happens. And I know everyone has different tough times, but I do think there's times of the year as well that, people experience, tough times with the holidays or what it may be, or the change of seasons or, whatever it is, like summer coming and the kids ending school. So yeah, I wanted to dig deep and kind of talk to you guys about it, and please feel free to unmute yourself at some point if you feel like you have something to add. This is the type of call where I really want us to come together as a team and to help each other and to give light to each other and to give input where they feel like could help others. So, when I'm really thinking about how to push through the tough times in this business, one of the things that really, really I always hone in on when I'm going through tough times and I'm wondering, like, what has changed? Like, why am I feeling it to be such a struggle right now? Why do I feel like my passion isn't there to the level that it was when I started? I always come back to personal development. And I think to myself, am I doing personal development enough? To be honest, guys, like last year when I was getting my MBA, like I wasn't doing it every day. I wasn't reading the books that I felt like I needed to be reading because I looked at my MBA as personal development, and it really was a great form of personal development for me. And now I just started this new job on top of Beachbody, and I'm finding it difficult to kind of work it back into my life and focus on personal development that's really going to help me to get to where I want to be. Oh, and yes, Lindsay, Meg has been telling me like the desire map is so freaking good. So this is something that, I don't know if you guys have heard of this, but the desire map, Danielle Laporte, is that the author? So Meg Howe and Lindsay, I haven't really talked with Lindsay about this much, but Meg Howe, who's in the team, started reading this book and she's like, Heather, you have to read it. Like it's literally life-changing. I feel like you connect with it so much. So if anyone is kind of looking for a book right now, or if you want a book after what you're reading, definitely order the Desire Map. I'm hearing great things about it and I'm definitely going to start reading it. But again, when you're looking at personal development, you want to read personal development for a reason. So I don't know if you can unmute yourself, Lindsay, and kind of talk about what the Desire Map has done for you and like what it focuses on. But
yeah, so I was doing a lot of personal development that was really business related because I kept thinking I have to improve on these skills. But the truth is that you can improve on as many skills as you want, but you're not going to get anywhere if you don't have any passion behind it. So I kind of took a step back and realized I needed to dig deeper into myself and just figure out really what it is that I want. And not just what I want, but how I want to feel on a daily basis. Because that's what all of us are going after. We want to live our life by design. We want we want to live our days the way we want to live them. But what is that? Because it's different for all of us. So what the desire map helps you figure out is how you want to feel on a daily basis. It helps you set goals in a different way. It's basically telling you not to set goals based on what you want, but setting goals based on how you want to feel. And it completely helps you reprioritize even your tasks, because as things come into your life, all of these to-dos, it's like a navigational compass that'll tell you, okay, you should focus on this because it's going to make you feel this way. Don't do something just because you think you have to do it. Do the things that are going to make you feel good about your business and, how you feel on a daily basis. So that's sort of what I've gotten out of it.
Yeah, no, that sounds amazing. Yeah, because I think that's a good point, because I think a lot of times people focus on personal development or in order because they feel like it's a form of like helping you get through your business or helping you to understand how to be an entrepreneur. And there's great personal developments for that, books for that. But I mean, at the end of the day, there's so many different types of resources in order to help you with this business. And what's going to make you successful in this business, like Lindsay's saying, is connecting with how this business works for you and what is your passion in life and your passion that with this business. Like, we all have different goals. We all have different whys. What is your why? Like, always be reconnecting with that and understand how your why works with this business. It doesn't need to be, we don't have to all have the same goals and the same why. And I think that's sometimes why it's hard to relate to people and hard to figure out your kind of way in this business, because I may be your upline coach or your direct coach and you look at me and you're inspired by me, but your goals aren't the same as mine. So it's like, how do I figure out how that works for me? So the Desire Map sounds like a great book. I'm definitely going to be purchasing it, like I said. And I really think it goes along with what I'm going to be talking about tonight. For me, when I see myself, like I said, trying to get back on track, trying to push through tough times in this business, there's 3 things that I think are so valuable and important. The first thing is a combination of a few things, but it's really not to lose faith. So, not to lose faith in yourself, not to lose faith in this business. Again, remind yourself, like, why did I get started? Why did I decide Team Beachbody? Like, do you understand the company that you're behind? If you guys forget and you want a reminder, there's a great video on YouTube called The Intro to Team Beachbody. And literally, it's like this, I don't know, I don't want to say the dumbest video, but it's like the simple video that just always lights this fire within me again about Team Beachbody and why I'm a part of it and what the company is that I'm standing behind. I can't wait till you guys get to the point where you're in these top leadership pages called The Wall. So The Wall is a page that you get into when you become a 5-star diamond, and Carl Deichler and these other corporate leaders always post on this page. And Carl wrote things today, like people have been using this page in the wrong way to bitch about certain things, to complain about how corporate's running their business. And it's like, what are you doing? Like, get back to the basics. Like, what are you doing complaining? Like, this company is amazing. Like, the words he put in the page today about, what they're striving for and that, what his vision is. Like, we always have to be connecting with that and always reminding ourselves why we choose this company. And it's because of their mission. It should be because of their mission to help others, to want to make a difference in the world. And you guys need to always have faith in that. And by having faith in that, it will help you to have faith in yourself with helping others, because you remember, why it's so important to be a part of this. What are you doing? Like, why did you decide to be a coach? I mean, if you really don't want to be helping others, then, I mean, as tough as this is for me to say, because I love you guys and I want you to be on part of this team, like, you may need to reconsider what you're doing, because that alone in this business should be driving you every day through your tough times. Like, get out of your own way. Like, I was writing a post today, like, in response to what Carl wrote, and reminding myself, like, what am I doing here? Like, Beachbody is so much bigger than yourself. We all have these moments where we're down on ourselves and we're not sure if we can do this. You know what? people need you. Like, this is what he was saying. So many people still need us in this world to help them to get out of their own way, to help them to make a positive change in their lives, to help them lose 10, 15, 30, 100 pounds. And they're not going to do it without us. And that is why we got started with this. Of course, there's several different reasons as to why we got started. But we had a passion for helping others get healthy and fit and create a great life for ourselves. And don't lose track of that, guys. Stay focused on what that means for you and what this means for your life. And, you know, what helping others, like that feeling you get when someone reaches out to you and says, oh my God, thank you so much. I can't imagine what I've done. Like, if I didn't get started on this program, I love it. Like, it's changed my life in so many positive ways. I'm feeling great. Remind yourself of those feelings. Like, if you have to, make a document or make your screensaver on your computer like this positive like inspiration for you, where maybe you include these comments or you include your why, like wherever you can put things that on a daily basis is going to get you excited, and to kind of a constant reminder of why you're doing this and why you have faith in this company and yourself is huge, guys. And, you know, it's something that, again, like I'm reconnecting with right now and trying to figure out, like, you know, pushing forward and like what I need to be doing. And along with that becomes staying focused and being consistent in this business. And I know that's a lot for like kind of focusing like on a few things, but we're going to talk about this more next week. I already have a call planned to talk about this and to talk about what are the things you do focus on at these tough times. How do you decide, like, you know, I think one of the amazing things about this team is like, we're like, so many people want to step up and be a leader. They want to have their own trainings. They want to be doing all of these amazing things in order to help others, which is great. But then we allow ourselves to get so overwhelmed because you're like, oh my God, I don't have enough time in the day. Like, how am I going to create all these trainings? Where do I begin? I'm not going to be a great leader if I don't do this. And this is something that we have to find a balance together as a team in order to figure out how can we kind of help each other to be successful? How can we leverage what other people are doing? Guys, the reason I create these trainings as your leader is so you can use them to help you, to make things easier for you. I've just hit my 2-year mark 2 days ago, which is so exciting, guys. Like, I love this business. I can't believe I've been a coach for 2 years. And I think back when I was thinking about today and thinking about what I was going to deliver to you guys. Thank you, Lindsay. I used my coach's trainings until the day she kicked me out. And I'll tell you guys right now, I will never kick you out because I didn't agree with that. But the point of this is I used the resources that I felt were helping my team to be successful. I wasn't doing it all my own in the beginning. And that's okay, guys. Like, you don't have to be doing all these things. If you want to and you have the time and you know that you can prioritize and, you know, to not overwhelm yourself in order to create these types of things for your team, great. But don't get to the point where you're trying to, reinvent the wheel when it doesn't make sense for yourself, guys. This is why this community is here. And that brings me to my second point, which I'm moving into naturally, is take advantage of this opportunity and the community that comes with, guys. Like, that is huge. I mean, one of the things I loved about this business day one when I was on the phone with my coach deciding if I was going to do this was the community, was the fact that not only the fact that I could start my own business, a successful business, doing the things that I always wanted to do, helping others, you know, something with health and fitness. I was able to get out of the debt and create this life of personal and financial freedom. For what? The cost of a challenge back, $140, like crazy. Like, that's crazy, guys. Like, one of the coaches posted yesterday about how much it costs to start a business. Like, most businesses, he was talking about like a McDonald's franchise or these other franchises cost like $250K to start a business, guys. And I'm telling you right now, like, this business, not only does it not take that money to start, it can grow bigger and better quicker than something like that. You have to have that faith. You have to believe. You have to be consistent. And, you know, take advantage of everything that Beachbody provides you and everything this team provides you. I work my ass off, guys, in order to help you, in order to do these things for you. My trainings might not be 100%. They might not be the best, but I'm telling you, I'm working every day in order to make them better for you. And I want you guys to utilize that as well. Like, for me, it's not, like, I don't see it as copying. I see it as like getting ideas. Like, take my trainings and make them yours. Like, use that content. Don't feel like you need to recreate everything. Like, that's not what this is about. That's why Beachbody gives you all these tools online as well. Like, you know, top coaches, like in these pages, like they're like, hey, this is a great idea that I'm doing. And like, they give it to you. They give it to you for a reason, because this is the culture that Beachbody developed. They want people to help people. This is why they have these events like Summit and these other events, in order to help people to grow. This is why they have the top coaches speak, and they give us the ability to ask them questions. Don't think you're better than that, or don't think that you need it, or don't think that, well, I can do it different. Guys, the reason why they're sharing this with you is because it works. Like, it really works. And it's not saying that you can't like give your own spin on it and create some individuality for yourself. Like, that's not what I'm saying. But take the key things that work and implement them into your business, and use the trainings that are available to you. You know, if it's not my trainings, or connect with someone that maybe their trainings you think are more their style. I don't know. I mean, I really don't care. It's just kind of like, I want you guys to all understand on a daily basis, you know, that there are these resources available to you, and that you don't need to do it on your own. So take advantage of that, guys. Honestly, that is a huge part of my business that wasn't overwhelming to me at first. And I'm trying to find that balance now. Because I'm honest with you, as your leader, all of these things take time. They do overwhelm you. It's crazy. So, you know, take advantage where you can. You know, talk to me about where you guys are at with everything. You know, let me help you. Like, maybe give me advice, guys. Like, I'm your coach, but like, I'm so open-minded to learning from all of you. I think you guys are amazing. Every day, I'm like, you blow my mind with things. If you are in one of my trainings, if you think something could make it better for all of us, like, this is what I'm talking about. Don't be scared to reach out and say, hey, you know what, Heather, like, I love adding my team to your trainings. I think this could make it even better. Do that. I'll be open to that, guys. I would love it. Like, honestly, like, these are the things that makes us stronger as a team. Creating that momentum in the team page, in Team Choose to Shine. You know, I was talking to another coach today about, well, my team page doesn't have that much activity. Like, guys, this is why we invite each other to others' team pages. Like, yeah, it takes a while to build that momentum as a coach. So, you know, I ask people to tag their coaches on my post for a reason, because I want to create that kind of energy that gets everyone excited. If it's not to say that your team page isn't important, but if it's not there yet, then use mine to create that. Get your team excited in a space where they see others being really successful and pushing forward. It's not to not like have you to like be a leader in your own page. And I understand the drive and the, you know, need to want to be a leader and to want to create that. And I love that, guys. Like, that's something I don't want to take away from anyone. It's just being able to find the balance and how that works early on in this business to make it work for yourself, to not overwhelm yourself to the point where you feel like you want to give up. And again, I don't think that will ever be eliminated, but really take the time to think about your to-do list and, okay, well, you know what, this is actually going to, I mean, put timing against to it. If you think, like, how long do you think it's going to take you to make that training, and kind of prioritize that way. And again, next week, I'm really going to dig into this and about what you should be focused on. But these are things to start thinking about. You know, make a list of the things you have to do. Think about, say, for Lisa, like, Lindsay's your direct coach, I'm your upline coach. What are the things that we have that you can already be using while building your trainings? So don't just not add your coach. And I'm just using an example, Lisa, I'm not picking on you. Don't just add your coaches. Like, don't just not add your coaches to any trainings right now because you don't have them yet. Like, utilize the resources. Think about, okay, I'll use this for now until I have the opportunity to build my training at this point. And it's going to take me 2 months. And 2 months is okay. And to be honest, utilizing other people's trainings is going to give you ideas to get you where you want to be. Your training, again, might not be exactly like mine. I'm sure it won't be. But maybe you can pick things from my training, certain videos that I chose, certain, you know, I don't know, positive thinking and words that I use into your training and make it your own. So, you know, these are the types of things I want you guys to be thinking about when it comes to resources and how you can utilize this amazing community and, you know, the team culture I see that I'm building. And I hope you guys feel a part of that. You know, utilize as much as possible. You know, what I used to do to build momentum in my page from my coach's pages, you know, I would use her page, I would use her trainings. And if she posts something really awesome, in order to build my page, sometimes I would just post it in my page instead of tagging people, because I mean, I don't feel like my page is that big yet, but if you guys feel like your team is overwhelmed by the content and maybe you don't tag people for that reason, I know this happened for some of my coaches and Drop the Cookie. I kind of share the information, but in my page instead. So again, don't miss out on opportunities to share valuable information, to share it in a way that makes sense for you. So maybe it's better for you to just put it in your page so your team can access it easier. So think about these things. And the third thing that, I really think is really important to focus on, and I talked about it briefly for myself, was learn from everything, guys. Take the opportunity. Like, honestly, tough times in this business, I was thinking about today, tough times in this business have actually gotten me to where I am. And like Matt was helping me to kind of come to this realization today, because he's like, Heather, when things are going great, when your team's rocking it, when you feel on it, like, you don't even have anything like too new that you want to implement because, you just feel in a really good place where your business is rocking. He's like, that's not when you learn. When you learn is when you're struggling and you're realizing there's issues. You're not really where you want to be, because that's a moment of reflection, guys. That's a moment when you can take a step back and think, shit, what went wrong? Like, what did I do differently? Or, what's going on with the team right now? How can I stand up better as a leader? These are the moments when it really takes the time. And self-reflection is so important, so important. And when it's important to think about why things went wrong, and don't have the attitude, guys. I had the attitude for years in my entire life. Well, what did that person do? Or like I was always pointing the finger at other people. Point it back at you. All the time, point it back at you. If your coach is struggling, well, what the hell did I do wrong? Like, and I take it personal because I was put in this position to help you all. Like, I inspired Lindsay to come on, which inspired Lisa to come on. I inspired my mom to get started with this business. I inspired Holly and Michelle to get started with this business. And everyone else on this call was inspired at some point down the line. So I take full responsibility for that. And I have to think about that and remind myself, like, okay, like, take a step back, Heather, do some self-reflection. What has changed? Maybe something hasn't even changed. Like, maybe it's just the vibe that I'm giving to the team, or I don't feel like I'm not creating that consistency with the team, whatever it may be. And I'm using myself as an example, but everyone at every time should take the opportunity, especially at the hard times, is to self-reflect on yourself and think about, how can I be better? How can I help more people? And this is something that Carl said today too in that post. At the very end, he said, like, instead of bitching and focusing on the things that are maybe changing with the company, focus on what else can I do today to help other people and to get to where I want to be. Like, seriously, and like, as simple as that was, it was mind blowing to me. It's like, get out of your own way. Stop thinking just focusing on yourself and focusing on the negative, the things that are going wrong in yourself, and focus on the things that you can be doing. Focus on the things that you have time for now. Focus on the things that make you happy every day. Maybe you just need a reevaluation of yourself and what you're spending your time on. And don't sacrifice your own self in order to do those things. It's very common in this business for coaches, when they start growing, they start getting that momentum for their team, to forget about their self. Guys, this whole business starts with you. If you lose track of yourself, if you let go of what makes you happy, if you're not pressing play every day because you take a call with your coach and like one of your coaches instead, you're going to lose it. Why? Because you're losing yourself. You don't feel good about yourself anymore. You're losing that confidence. You're losing that faith in you being able to hit your goals, which literally affects your entire business. And that's what being a product of the product is all about. It's not about just looking good to like make money because you're inspiring others. It's to make yourself a better person every day. It's to focus on you and to give you the confidence that you can do anything you set your mind to, and that you want to live this positive, healthy life, and you want to inspire other people to do that too. So if you forget about you, where are you at that point? There's nothing inspiring left in you, or there's no passion left in you in order to give that to people. So, when I look at hard times in my business, and I'm sure this is the same for everyone else, if I'm finding it hard to post, it's because I've lost myself. It's because I've lost what's important to me. I've lost faith in what I'm doing. I'm not focused on where I see this business growing. My nutrition is probably way off track. These are the things that like you immediately need to hone in your business to get yourself back to where you want to be. Because when you lose that stuff, it's really hard to help other people. It's really hard to be positive on Facebook. It's really hard to come up with that inspiration in order to, feel like you're making a difference in the world. I'm just reading the chat, sorry. Chaos comes clarity. It's so true, guys. These are the things that are so important, and they are simple. They really are simple when you think about it. When you're thinking about, maybe you're even thinking about giving up. I mean, I hope not, but if you get to that place, like focus on these three things. Excuse me. And most importantly, guys, on top of these three things, this is the toughest thing when you're getting to a point where you feel extremely overwhelmed and you don't know what to do. You need to continue to be consistent. And what that means is, because I know you're overwhelmed and the thought of posting is like crazy and you don't know what you need to be doing to be successful. So you just drop the ball. Maybe you get to a point where you're like, things are so good that you just feel like you can take a little bit of break. I'm telling you guys right now, like, not being consistent is a killer in this business. Like, it's an absolute killer. It's that momentum that's going to get you through every month. The people that you're helping now are the people you started talking to 2-3 months ago. And I say this, I feel like I say it over and over again. And a lot of it is to remind myself as well as to help you guys. But it's so true. And I think coaches at the high moments, again, forget this. And then they kind of, aren't so consistent with talking people in their business. And then they wonder the next month why it's a struggle to hit Success Club. It's because you lost sight of it. It's because you no longer had that rush. You no longer had that push to talk to more people because you were doing great. You had hit Success 10 or higher. And you're like, yeah, I got this. And then all of a sudden things fall apart because you're being too cocky and you think that you don't have to be doing the daily disciplines that you needed to be doing before. And you always need to be doing them. I'm telling you right now, Melanie Mitro, top coach, like no one's even touching her, is doing these daily disciplines because you have to. And I guarantee you if she stopped, there'd be a drastic change in her business. She would not be top one coach anymore, guys. Like, these things are so important. You have to be talking to people. You have to be following up. You have to be posting. But again, those are the things when you're busy. Don't lose sight of those. Don't stop those things. Stop a training that you're maybe working on. Utilize other resources when you can. I can't be reaching out to people and emailing them for you. So that's something that you have to continue to keep doing. But I can help you with trainings. I can help you with talking to your coaches if you need that. I can help you with personal development and thinking other creative ways to, get that passion back with yourself and to be positive. And, I can help you with things that maybe will help you to start posting again. So, giving you ideas for posts, but I can't be pressing play to your workouts for you. I can't be reaching out to new people for you. Those are the things that you guys need to be consistent with on your own. Once you build that momentum, if you're a new coach, once you start building that momentum, just keep it going. Do whatever you need to do to keep it going. Saying I have a bad connection. Are you guys still there? I'm sorry. Is she freezing for everyone? Can you guys hear me still? I'm sorry.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Sorry about that. Yeah, I don't know why my internet's not great. I'm really sorry, guys. Hopefully it doesn't screw up the recording too much. Yeah, I mean, that's really what I wanted to cover tonight. And I wanted to kind of share with you a post that really inspired me today. There's this coach, Val Bozzo, she's a top coach that I follow. And she had this post today, and if you guys don't follow her, I would follow her. She's really great, and she's a mom for those that are parents. And her post today said, 100% without a doubt, I love my job as a coach. She said, I had a question. She was talking to someone who was interested in coaching today and interested in joining the opportunity. And she asked her, tell me what you really don't like about your job, that you just don't say on social media. And she said she seriously thought about it before giving an answer. And she said, what don't I like? What would I change? And then she said, nothing. She said, I'm just that happy with what I've created and how I run my business. She said, I get to raise my kids and work around their schedule. I just retired my husband from his full-time Navy career to be a stay-home mom, dad and business partner. I get to create new relationships every day. I get to help people every day. I help myself every day. I make a living by exercising, develop myself into a better person, helping others. Dream job. I'm creating an army of amazing men and women who are working together to combat the trend of obesity. I love waking up and knowing I have freedom to choose how my day runs. I don't dread Mondays. I'm a servant leader and truly choose who I work with every day. I created this business on an hour a day for my first 5 to 6 months, and now I work a full 30-hour a week, sometimes early in the morning or late at night, whatever works for my day. We have financial freedom, security that's beyond our wildest dreams. The list goes on, she said. What makes somebody give up on this career is they give up on themselves. Don't be a quitter, be the light. So this is what I'm talking about, guys. When it's the tough times, always go back to you, point the finger back at you, make sure you're doing things that make you happy and, help you to get to where you want to be, because when you are passionate and feeling that excitement with yourself and you feel like these programs has really helped you to get to where you want to be and personal development has helped you, it helps you to get back to helping others, because you're going to feel that positive energy again. You're going to relight that passion inside of you of what you're doing and what this company stands for and what mission you're on in order to help other people. It always goes back to you. So, that's really what I have for you guys. I'm sorry it kept freezing. I hope it doesn't affect the recording too much. I think some people are still frozen right now from what I can see on my end, but hopefully, you guys kind of could take some notes away from this. And like I said, next week, I'm going to focus more on talking about what things to focus on during those times, tough times. So what things to prioritize over others, but, trying to stay focused and how to be consistent. What are the important things that you need to definitely be doing? What are the things that I can help you with as your upline coach and your direct coach can help you with, and kind of really how to make that balance in your life, guys. I'm realizing more than ever how important the balance in this career is, between yourself, between your family, and between, helping others and maybe your other full-time job. I'm trying to find that balance every day since I started my own job again, on top of this. So, I think it's a great time in order for me to do some reevaluation in order to help all of you guys get to where you want to be. And I think, for some people, it's not a job, it's their family. They have a huge commitment to their family, whatever it may be. We're going to get there together, guys. I'm so excited. I'm really excited for what is to come in this year. I know everyone goes through tough times in this business, but we're going to push through together and we're going to go to the top together. And I feel extremely passionate about that. I know we can all do it. So I love you guys. And I will talk to you next week. Right. Bye.
Thank you. That was awesome.
You're welcome, hon. Love you guys.
Love you.
Bye. Thank you. Sorry I was late.
No worries, Ma.